Alright, this is going to be how to program the Hunter X-Core controller. First we're going to plug it in. So it's always a balancing act with. Do this with one hand. And then the time right now is 8:15 a.m. Current time is 2013. I'm going to use the plus arrows to change. The over arrow will go next. It is September 11th. And then we'll go over once again, and the AM is blinking. The AM, I could use the plus minus keys to change it. 12, like I said, it is 8:15. Then I'm going to go to start times. You can set multiple start times. If you hit the arrow key over, it's going to give you a number 2 right there, and that's going to be the second start time. The program button will change there from A to B. C, and there's just 3 programs on this, and each one can have up to 4 start times. I'm just going to set 1 as sufficient. Maybe you want to do it at morning and afternoon watering, especially if you have even odd days, because that'll give you an effective watering every day if you have watering restrictions. I'm going to set this one to 4 in the morning. It's got 6 zones, so even at a half hour apiece, which is the longest I'd probably set them to run, they would finish at not 6, that's 7 in the morning, which is fine, right before sunup. And then 4 a.m. my run times will be each individual zone. My first zone is a rotor zone. I'm going to go ahead and set that to 30 minutes. Maybe 40 if it was full sun and dries a lot. But usually if I go over 30, I'm going to break it up into multiple watering times. And then zone 2, it's a spray zone, so it's going to be 15. More rotor zones. Just going to do the process for every zone. And 6 is another spray zone that I'm going to run for 15. Alright, all the zones are programmed. Next we have watering days, and right away it's going to show you that it's watering every day. The blinking one, if you hit the minus key, it's gonna put the little, I gotta focus, it's gonna say I'm not watering that day. If you hit the plus key, it's gonna skip to the next one. If you hit the arrow as well, it'll go to the next one. I don't know, you can go back, but we're just going to use the arrow to go over because there's got even odd watering restrictions here. And now you're going to see odd days, and this is even house number. So I'm going to hit it one more time, and it's going to say even days. Then I'm going to hit plus. And now if I move the dial back and then go back to watering days, it's going to say even. Seasonal adjustment is the percentage of the run times you set. You can adjust it throughout the year to water less or more, depending on, in fall time you're going to water less, and springtime I would say water at 100%, but midsummer when it's really hot, you're going to bump it up to more. You can change the individual zone times. Solar sync settings, this does not have a solar sync, but this is totally capable of running a solar sync or just a normal sensor. Would go in this sensor port right here, the 2 leads from the sensor. The 2 power leads would go in here with the power plug. Don't have a sensor hooked up to this controller. Manual water 1 station. You're going to be able to select a station. And system off, it will not run. Run, it'll run. And if you want it to test run a zone, we're just going to test run zone 1. And zone 1 came up. And that's how to program the Hunter X Core controller.